On behalf of the Fort Saskatchewan and Lamont County Regional Chamber of Commerce, I welcome you to our much anticipated event, Mayor Gale Katchur's annual State of the City address. Today we are gathered on traditional lands of the Indigenous peoples within Treaty 6 and Métis Nation of Alberta District 11. This acknowledgement is not just a mere recognition of the geographical location, but a commitment to fostering a stronger, more inclusive, and mutually supportive business community for all. The Fort Saskatchewan and Lamont County Regional Chamber of Commerce is happy to support and uplift the Indigenous communities and businesses within the region and beyond. We recognize that economic empowerment is vital to self-determination, and we are dedicated to actively seeking out opportunities for collaboration, partnership, and advocacy. Together, we can create a future where all voices are heard, all cultures are celebrated, and all businesses have the opportunity to thrive in this region. If I hadn't had a chance to connect with you yet, I'm Melissa Soretsky. I'm the president of the board of directors for the Fort Saskatchewan and Lamont County Regional Chamber of Commerce. This is a new name for us, so it is a bit of a mouthful, but we're excited to finally be official with our boundary change. As members may have remembered, it took a bit of back and forth there, so we're happy it's all finalized now. I'm a local real estate agent with Century 21 Masters, and I work with both residential and commercial clients. It has been amazing to see the region as it has grown, and I'm delighted to work with people moving into our community, helping them find the perfect place to call home. I've been serving as president for about a year and a half now, and wow, has it been busy. It's been rewarding to serve my fellow chamber members as we have seen major growth in Alberta, the Edmonton region, and so many awesome projects right in our own community. As a chamber, you may recall that we had a bit of a move to tackle on our end. So we did officially find a space. We're gonna be at the Urban Center building, so right where Potts is, we're on the 3rd floor. So after you pop in to renew your membership, you can grab a drink there. I'm sure people would enjoy that. We still are in our current spot until the end of May, so don't go looking for us there just yet. So June 1st will kind of be our first official day there, and we'll have probably like a little party or something to celebrate. Obviously, it's a big move for us, and it's an exciting time. And I also wanted to thank our fellow board members that are in attendance today. So we have Kristen Kirkland with Alexander Willow Ridge. She's our vice president. I have Sarah Whitaker here with the Mustard Seed. She's our treasurer. We have Cody Shep with Alta Pro Electric, and we have Anka Schroeder with Black Cat Design. I also wanted to take a moment to welcome our new executive director, Colin Fagnon. Colin comes with a diverse background and some experience in the chamber world already. He has been working hard to make connections with members, and I wanted to invite him up to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Melissa, for the kind introduction, and thank you all for being here today. It's lovely to see a room that is full of people. As Melissa mentioned, I am new to the chamber. I started just last month, and as someone new to the chamber and to the community, I've learned 2 important things so far. First, that Google Maps can't seem to decide the fastest way to Fort Saskatchewan from Edmonton. Every morning seems to be a flip of the coin. Same thing going back, but I am new to the fort, and it is nice to be here because the second thing I've learned is that everyone here is very friendly and always ready to lend a hand and to support. So thank you so much for the warm welcome. I am very happy to be here. I think it was definitely the right choice for me. I can't wait to get to know each and every one of you. So please, if you have a moment, come say hi. Tell me about your business. Tell me what kind of problems you're solving in the community, and we'd love to work together. So thank you again, and I'll just hand the mic back to Melissa. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Colin. We are very excited to have you on board. I also wanted to take the opportunity to acknowledge some of the dignitaries in the room. We appreciate them taking their time out of their day to join us. And if you would maybe give a round of applause towards the end, because we have a big list here, which is awesome. So from the City of Fort Saskatchewan, we have Councillor Birgit Blizzard. We have Councillor Gordon Harris. We have Councillor Ajibola Abatoy. We have Councillor Lisa Macon. From Strathcona County, we have Mayor Rod Frank. We have Councillor Aaron Nelson. We have Councillor Lauren Harvey. And then from the town of Lamont, we have Councillor Al Harvey. From Lamont County, we have Reeve David Duduc. And we also have our trustees from Elk Island Public Schools and Elk Island Catholic Schools. And then we have a representative from our MLA's office, Jessica Arsenault. And then did I miss anyone at all? Okay, awesome, we got it. Thank you everyone for coming. Right, and then our final dignitary, obviously, is our guest of honor here. So I would like to welcome our speaker, Mayor Gale Katchur. She has worked for the City of Fort Saskatchewan for over 17 years prior to being elected as a city councillor in 2007. She was the first elected mayor of Fort Saskatchewan in 2010, a role which she has filled since becoming the city's longest-serving mayor. She represents the city as a member of the Fort Saskatchewan-Strathcona County Intermunicipal Relations Committee, the Alberta Industrial Heartland Association, and the Edmonton Global Economic Development Shareholders Board. Today, as we come together as a community to reflect on the progress and the aspirations of our beloved city, events such as this serve as a reminder of the resilience and creativity that define our city's character. As business leaders, entrepreneurs, and stakeholders, I know that each of us plays a critical role in shaping the future of our city. In this position, I've had the privilege of getting to know our mayor a bit better. She is a respected leader within our community and beyond. She plays a critical role for our region. With great enthusiasm, she champions many projects. It is inspiring to witness her deep commitment to this community as she participates in numerous events, engages with residents, and upholds the city's tradition. The state of the city presents us with an opportunity to celebrate some amazing achievements and help plan for the future. I am truly looking forward to her address today, and it's always a highlight to share in the enthusiasm. Please help me in welcoming Her Worship, Gale Katchur.
And just before I begin, thank you very much for that warm welcome, but just before I begin, for anybody who's not able to join us here today, thanks to our wonderful marketing communications department over here, Jesse, he is taping this, and it will be on our city website later. So if I say anything wrong, it will be captured, as we know that happens from time to time. But we are very pleased to present the 2025 State of the City Address today. So hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us here today. I truly appreciate you taking the time to be here as we reflect on our journey together and we look ahead for a promising future for Fort Saskatchewan. A heartfelt thank you to the Fort Saskatchewan and District Chamber of Commerce for your organizing this event, Your ongoing partnership is invaluable, and your efforts to support local businesses and community initiatives are deeply appreciated by all of us. I'd also like to extend a warm welcome to the Chamber's new Executive Director, Colin Fagan, as we look forward to working with you and seeing all the great things that you'll accomplish. And just know that our community really keeps an eye on what the Chamber does. Keep your prices reasonable all the time and people will come out, so remember that. To our local businesses and not-for-profit organizations, you are more than a service providers and employers. You are the heart of our community, enriching quality of life in Fort Saskatchewan every single day. And on behalf of City Council, thank you for your dedication and for all that you contribute to our residents. I am joined here today by members of our City Council. Please stand as I call your names so that we can genuinely show our appreciation. So Councillor Blizzard, Councillor Harris, Councillor Macon, and Councillor Abatoye. Thank you for joining me here today and everybody else. So as we may or may not know, this year marks the final year of this council's 4-year term. And I want to express my sincere gratitude to my fellow councillors for their unwavering dedication and service. It takes a lot to be an elected official. While we may not always see eye to eye, our shared commitment to serving Fort Saskatchewan has never wavered. Together, we have navigated challenges, made difficult decisions, and celebrated successes for the betterment of our community. So standing before you today, I am once again filled with optimism for the future of our city. So despite the uncertainties we are facing as a nation, and we do hear about them every day, I'm going to say our local and regional outlook remains strong, bolstered by steady investment, job growth, and rising quality of life. Fort Saskatchewan is thriving. We're welcoming new residents and creating more opportunities for our businesses to grow and succeed. One of the most significant drivers of our optimism continues to be the Dow Path to Zero. And Don Cameron and his team are joining us here today, and we acknowledge this $11 billion investment is not just a milestone for Fort Saskatchewan, but for Alberta and Canada as a whole. And this project brings thousands of jobs and long-term economic benefits, positioning our city as a leader in sustainable industrial development. This development also supports small and mid-sized businesses through the supply chain opportunities, creating a ripple effect of economic growth across the region. Given the magnitude of this project, Dow is not doing it alone. Project partnerships with companies like Linde, Ravago, Watco, and other global leaders highlight our region's growing reputation as a hub for innovation and sustainability. One such example is as part of this transformational project, Linde is investing $2 billion to build a world-scale hydrogen production and liquefaction facility right here in Alberta's industrial heartland. And this facility will supply clean hydrogen to support the Dow's Path to Zero project and broader decarbonization goals. It is a major step forward in sustainable industrial development, one that's expected to create thousands of jobs, construction jobs, and hundreds of long-term operational roles, further strengthening the employment landscape within the Heartland region. Another way Dow has contributed to our community as part of this broader initiative is through a remarkable support for our local well-being. City Council and our residents are especially grateful for the generosity, most notably the $5.6 million sponsorship for our new aquatics facility and $1.2 million for the Access for Everyone program. And beyond these major investments, Dow has contributed $2 million to the Fort Saskatchewan Nourishment Centre, $350,000 to Ducks Unlimited to support conservation efforts in prairie potholes near Lacombe, and $150,000 to strengthen STEM and skilled trades education for Indigenous students. Excuse me. We sincerely appreciate Dow's confidence in Fort Saskatchewan and their continued investment in our people, our environment, and our future. Let's give Dow a round of applause. So while Dow's Path to Zero project is a major highlight, it's not the only significant growth in our heavy industrial lands. We are also pleased to see continued investment from other key players in our region. Keyera has just recently announced an $85 million project to debottleneck their existing plant operations, an upgrade that will increase output by 8,000 barrels per day and strengthen their position in the midstream energy sector. Keyera has also recently completed a feasibility studies and secured significant commercial support for a potential new fractionator at their Fort Saskatchewan site. A formal sanctioning on this decision could come later this year, and we're optimistic about what this could mean for our local economy. Alongside these major investments, several recent announcements from other industrial leaders further highlight the strong economic momentum in our region. And as I say that, when I call it the region, it's the Alberta's Industrial Heartland region. And I'm very pleased that Reeve Diddick and Mayor Frank are joining us here today, because when we work together in the heartland, we build this region and it becomes even stronger. So I thank you for your continued support in the Alberta's Industrial Heartland. So some of the projects that we're talking about: ATCO Yellowhead Mainline Project, a $2 billion investment to expand Alberta's natural gas transmission system. The Yellowhead Mainline project is expected to create approximately 2,000 jobs during construction and will provide a gas supply line for more than $20 billion of investment and associated employment in Alberta by customers, including the Dow's Path to Zero project. Shell Polaris and Atlas Carbon Storage Hub. Shell's Polaris project will capture approximately 650,000 tons of CO2 annually from its Scotford refinery and chemical complex. The Atlas Carbon Storage Hub, a joint venture with ATCO, will serve as a multi-phase open access carbon sequestration site, reducing industrial emissions and positioning our region for a leader in carbon capture technology. And I love all these big words that I get to say. Silicon Ranch Solar Farm at Scotford as well. This 58 megawatt solar farm developed by Silicon Ranch provides renewable energy to Shell Scotford complex and supplies approximately 20% of the refinery's power needs. Hydrogen Canada and KOSPO partnership, Hydrogen Canada's collaboration with Korea and Southern Power Company Limited, will develop a clean ammonia production facility in the Alberta's Industrial Heartland. And this facility will produce ammonia for export, strengthening international ties and advancing clean energy initiatives. Fortune Minerals Refinery. Fortune Minerals is moving forward with plans to build a facility that will process critical minerals such as cobalt, bismuth, and copper, which are essential for electric vehicle batteries and renewable energy technologies, boosting the region's role in clean energy supply chain. And finally, Varm Energy, Waste to Power project, supported by a $2.8 million from Emissions Reduction Alberta. This project will convert municipal solid waste into low-carbon power, and this facility aims to reduce landfill while generating renewable energy, contributing Alberta's emissions reduction goals, and creating new green jobs. So I'm very, very excited about that one, and I really look forward to more information on it, because we know the cost of disposing of our landfill goes up year after year. And as we talk about the fact that we want to be environmentally sustainable, putting this into a circular economy is going to be huge for this region. These industrial investments reflect the growing appeal and potential of our region. And I want to thank once again our Alberta's Industrial Heartland partners for their continued collaboration in advancing shared goals, and special thank you to Mark Plamondon and his team for supporting business attraction efforts. So just before I go on, and Mark Plamondon is in the room here, just over there, if you have any questions about any of these projects, he's the man to talk to, and he might not tell you everything if he's under a non-disclosure, but he'll tell you what he can. That's what he tells us at our Heartland meetings. So one standout example of this collaboration is the Heartland Incentive Program, a joint initiative designed to attract heavy industry to the region. And the program offers financial incentives that have played a key role in bringing major investments to Fort Saskatchewan. It's helping create new job opportunities, drive industrial growth, and support long-term economic sustainability across our region. Another outstanding collaboration among the Heartland members was the recent Industrial Heartland Career Forum, and this was a very unique event that we held. This event brought together a diverse range of employers, educational institutions, and employment resources, offering valuable insights and connections. Our residents and our attendees gained a deeper understanding of the in-depth industrial trade careers, the educational pathways to pursue them, and the resources available to support their journey. And with this, I believe there was like about 200 students that attend the event. So these students, as they're thinking about making their career path, this lets them know, what do I need to take? What institution do I need to? Do I do a trade? Do I go to college? Do I go to the university? So it was very, very informative. So thank you to everybody who participated in that. With all this industrial success and prosperity, Fort Saskatchewan continues to experience significant population growth, as highlighted by our most recent census. Our population is now hovering around 30,000. And I'm going to go on record at saying by the time we finished the census last year, we know it already broke 30,000. And it is steadily increasing year after year, reflecting the city's appeal as a vibrant and welcoming place to live, to work, and to raise your family. This growth brings new energy to our community, supports local businesses, and enhances our cultural diversity. We're also eager to continue growing our population in the city's downtown core. And our downtown development incentive is helping make that happen. These incentives are very important when it comes to growth and development. They have already supported a development, Leica Developments, acquiring the remaining portion of the old hospital lands with plans to build commercial space and 90 residential units in their first phase. Altogether, the project will bring in about 490 multi-family units across 6 buildings, ranging from 4 to 6 stories. And I did hear from somebody in here, they were wondering, when is this going to happen? Because it feels like it's been a long time going forward. It's really, really close. They were just negotiating a second access. When you have that many people moving into one area, we want to make sure that our community is safe. So we expect to see dirt moving in there soon, very soon. At the former mall site, construction is nearly complete on two multi-family housing projects. One will offer 54 units with underground parking, and that's right across from where you're going to be. So lots of opportunity there. And the other is a 42 2- and 3-bedroom townhouses. And if you drive by there, it is incredible to see these developments going up. They are adding much needed variety to our housing mix, and they are adding to the density of our downtown. And that's what we've been told for so many years. If we're going to have a growing and prosperous downtown, we need to have people coming downtown. So as we add density downtown, it's going to mean there's more people walking the streets. There's more people going out to the restaurants. There's just going to be more people downtown. And that's something that we should all be very excited about. And for anybody who hasn't actually gone downtown, make sure you go down there and check it out, because our downtown is getting more exciting all the time. The city is also well positioned to meet the rising housing demand. Over the past year alone, we saw more than 500 new housing starts, including 32 semi-detached and townhouse units and 241 high-density units. That includes a 28% increase in single-family home starts compared to 2023. This growth reflects the increasing demand for housing in Fort Saskatchewan. At an event I was at in Edmonton recently, they put up on the board who the top 5 in demand for housing, which municipalities. We made the list for top 5. So that's something that I think we can be very, very proud of. We're doing something right. And our readiness to support it, that speaks volumes. Our planning department's getting that permits out. I anticipate you'll see the first developments in the new annex lands taking shape this summer. We've approved the ASP, and the neighborhood area structure plan is also coming to council very soon. So we expect once that's approved on the Landrix land, you'll start to see dirt moving on there also. And I think they're trying for this spring. So let's cross our fingers. It's going to be exciting to see the growth and development happening. This housing boom is doing more than just meeting the immediate needs of our growing population. It's also enhancing the diversity and affordability of our housing options, making Fort Saskatchewan an increasingly attractive place to call home. Of course, with growth comes challenges. We must continuously assess whether our municipal services can support an expanding community, and we're confident that they can. As our population increases, we remain committed to enhancing our services, our infrastructure, and our amenities while preserving the charm and character that makes Fort Saskatchewan such a special place to live in. We've already begun investing in infrastructure to prepare for what's ahead. While we know residents often prefer brand new facilities, there are times when renovating existing ones is a smarter investment. And whether we agree with it or not, it does make sense. Extending their lifespan and improving functionality is a great example of the Jubilee Recreation Center revitalization. The upgrades have modernized the lobby, the change rooms, improved the amenities, and our high-performance teams refreshed the building's electric and mechanical systems. The JRC is expected to open to the public in full once again later this year. And Council learned through COVID just how much our residents value the outdoor spaces and activities. Many people told us they used the Turner Park campground. Yes, they went camping in Turner Park campground in COVID, simply to take a mental health break. And that really resonated with City Council. That's why I'm so pleased to see the continued expansion of the campground, helping meet the growing demand for our beautiful River Valley camping spaces. Council also made the decision to close a part of River Road and convert it into part of our incredible trail system. And I'm going to tell you right now, the feedback from the residents has been overwhelmingly positive. They are out there using the trail. They are cycling up and down. It's now a safe place for them to get out and enjoy the trail. Other key recreational projects, such as a new disc golf course at West River's Edge, and the completion of the Heritage Trails Park project will significantly enhance the variety of our amenities available to our growing community, promoting active lifestyles and fostering community well-being. Both parks will serve as hubs for community gatherings, outdoor events, and recreational activities. And that is something that is very, very important to us. Healthy minds mean healthy bodies. And of course, I wouldn't want to miss mentioning our flagship recreation project, the new aquatic center at the Dow Centennial Center. So according to our 2024 census, 70% of our household respondents support moving forward with this expanded facility on the DCC site. The project will include state-of-the-art swimming pools, aquatic programs, leisure spaces, and fitness amenities. It is currently in the process of being designed for all ages and abilities, with space for competitive swimming, aquatic fitness classes, and family recreation. And I want to encourage everyone to stay engaged as this project comes before Council in April, and potentially again in July, as we finalize the amenity options and consider the overall funding approach. And we did go out to the public to ask, what are your priorities? And so we will be assessing those as we go forward, because when we went out to the public the first time, it was for a basic pool with 2 basins and a hot tub, and fitness room, I believe. So our public has spoken. They've said we would like to have some additional amenities. So please stay tuned to our council meetings as they're coming up while council decides to make these decisions if we want to move forward with a slightly more modernized pool. So those are conversations yet to be had. Now I'm lost. Let's see. Our commitment to providing a safe and healthy city extends beyond to essential services as well, like fire policing and fire policing protection. And over the past year, City Council has taken significant steps to enhance our fire services. We've doubled response capacity at the fire hall by adding a second shift, allowing us to operate 2 fully staffed trucks, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And this investment also included adding resources for community emergency management planning, and has strengthened our ability to conduct proactive fire inspections across the city. This past month, Council began reviewing the potential designs for the new fire hall to be located just off Highway 21 behind Heartland Ford. And when it is approved, this facility will help improve the response times for residents on the west and south edges of Fort Saskatchewan. And we know this is something that is critical. It's been in our 10-year capital for a very long time. So I really encourage you to get involved, to check out the designs and have a conversation with council, because our city is growing. So we want to make sure we're ensuring that we are prepared to meet the needs of our growing community. The growth in the RCMP staffing is another vital step in maintaining safety and security of our Fort Saskatchewan. With our expanding population, increased RCMP resources mean more officers on patrol, faster response times, and a stronger presence in our neighborhoods, schools, and public spaces. We are now planning to add 2 new officers to our staffing complement over the next 2 years. These additional resources will support crime prevention, community outreach, law enforcement efforts, and give us one of the best police-to-population ratios for an urban municipality in Alberta. And while some people may question that, I'm just going to go on record as saying we have a huge shadow population that comes into our community continuously, and those are not included when we talk about our staff to population ratio. So when we say that these positions are needed, it's needed because we have additional people who are in our community all the time. And it's something that we really need to keep our eye on. These investments highlight the city's proactive approach to support a thriving and safe community, ensuring our essential services keep pace with our growth, and that our residents continue to receive the highest standard of care and protection. Enhancements to our transit services, including our valued partnership with Strathcona County, have significantly improved connectivity for residents, making travel between Fort Saskatchewan and Sherwood Park more convenient and accessible. And as they get to the Bethel, then they get into the universities and colleges, so it's been a huge win-win for all of us. This collaboration has increased service frequency and provided more reliability transportation options for commuters. Council has also funded the purchase of 2 new buses, which will enable the expansion of local transit into West Park and further into Southport, starting in 2027. In all, we have a lot to be optimistic about. Our city's financial position remains strong, with a balanced budget, competitive tax rates reflecting our commitment to fiscal responsibility. We have one of the lowest non-residential mill rates for the comparable urban municipalities. Strategic investments in infrastructure, services, and economic development are supporting our growth while maintaining long-term financial stability. I encourage all of you to stay engaged with the city's work in the months ahead. Council will be making key decisions on the aquatics facility, the new fire hall, and we also expect to hear more investment announcements within the city's boundaries. And of course, as everybody knows, not one, but there's 2 elections coming up. One is federal. The other one will be a municipal election. Federal is in April 28th, for anybody who doesn't know. The other one will be in October. So I urge you to learn about the candidates who put their names forward. But most importantly, make sure that you get out and vote. Our future depends on it. We have much to celebrate and even more to look forward to. I thank you, each and every one of you, for your support and for being part of what makes Fort Saskatchewan such a thriving, welcoming, and resilient community. It doesn't happen if we don't work together. So thank you for your commitment to Fort Saskatchewan and the Alberta's Industrial Heartland. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, we have some amazing people in our audience. We have Mark Lamondon, we have Aaron Brush-Duncan, we have Blake Chartan, he's our heavy industrial person. Make sure that you stop, have a chat with them, and learn what more that your business or what opportunity there may be that's available for you. So thank you very much and have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mayor, for sharing all those exciting updates this afternoon. It's always exciting to hear what's happening in our region. And I wanted to thank everyone so much for attending today. I think we have a draw. I'm guessing that's what this is about as she's walking over here. All right. Okay, so we'll do a little shuffle of the ballots there. Okay, Phyllis from the town of Bruderheim. Awesome. Okay. Okay, and Al Harvey from the town of Lamont. Awesome. Okay, so a little bit of goodies there. As the Chamber, we have a number of upcoming opportunities and events for you to get involved with. On April 15th, we will be co-hosting a federal election forum for the Fort Saskatchewan and Sherwood Park riding. We have partnered with the Sherwood Park and District Chamber of Commerce to allow businesses and the community to connect with the candidates before heading to the polls in the SNAP election. Please visit our website to learn more about that event. You can come in person to watch, or we'll also be doing a live stream option too, so you can kind of make it work for your schedule. We also have the Fort Saskatchewan and Lamont County Regional Chamber of Commerce Annual Trade Show and Market presented by the City of Fort Saskatchewan. It's happening April 25th through 27th at the Dow Centennial Centre. It's a free event for everyone to attend, and if you want to get involved or get a booth, I think we have 1 or 2 still open, and Tanya can help you out with that if you have questions. It's a huge event happening every spring, and I know the community gets really excited about it. Additionally, we have the Farmers Market coming up again this summer. That'll be at the CN Station parking lot by Legacy Park. So you can come get your shopping on and participate in some of our themed markets happening this year. And if it's your first Chamber event, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. Definitely an awesome event to get you started with, and we'd love to have you come out for more. If you have questions about membership, please see myself, Colin, Tanya, Will, one of the board members. We'd love to chat more about that with you. And with that, I think we'll wrap it up. Thanks for coming.